The Lord speaks. Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm. He said, "Who is this that darkens my counsel with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me, if you understand, who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone, while the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy? Who shut up the sea behind doors when it burst forth from the womb? When I made the clouds its garment and wrapped it in thick darkness? When I fixed limits for it and set its doors and bars in place? When I said, 'This far you may come and no further. Here is where your proud waves halt.'" So, amazingly, right? Here Job is this whole time talking about how hurt and sorrowful he was through all the devastations that he went through. Here his friends were there to comfort him, however, bringing their own judgment, their own judgment against Job. Their friend, right? And here they are, accusing Job of wrongdoing, of sin, of being self-righteous, not really thinking about the Lord. And Job, through these arguments, was trying to tell them, yes, he did think of the Lord. Yes, he did. He doesn't understand why these things have happened to him, because he knows that he hasn't done anything. He feels and knows that he hasn't done anything that would potentially start some type of conflict between himself and his walk with the Lord. And so here he is talking to his friends, and he the whole time he was saying, if only the Lord were my audience, if only I could ask the Lord, because I know he's my Redeemer. I know he knows me, and I know that he knows that I'm innocent. But I want to ask, I just want to tell him, and I want to stand before him and state my case, that I am innocent even though these things have happened to me. And little did Job know, and where there's two or more, or just Job speaking, Job confessing, Job talking about his pains and anguish, the Lord was there the whole time. The Lord speaks. And listen to how it starts. Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm. He said, "Who is this that darkens my counsel with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me." Could you imagine? Think about that. Past to present, verbatim. You have these questions. These are humanistic questions. Job is a fantastic book because the whole Bible is a fantastic book. Job is an example, a perfect example of how people in life question things, how people question even if there is a God. Is there a God? Why do things happen? Why do bad things happen? Why do bad things happen to people who do good? Why are things allowed? Why is there differences? Why is there some that are poor, some that are rich, some that are in good health, some that are in poor health? Some who have many friends, some who have little. And right here, we're provided wisdom. Could you imagine? I want to let you know the Lord does speak, and He speaks all the time. Though we bear not notice or are listening. So I encourage you to take a moment and pray. Take a moment and read the Word. Take a moment. I know our lives are hectic. We plan things. We think we're in control. But as we've read in past Bible studies, things may not always be in our control. There may be things that are outside of our control. And we have to learn to understand that. And who we can trust in and who we can lean on and who is our Redeemer. And that's our Lord. So there's a lot here, sermon upon sermon. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?